Hey, good peeps, Peg City and Steel Town. Welcome to Beer for Breakfast, Oot N Aboot at Shannon's Pub. They call me Bruce, Amanda's on the camera, and we're here with Tomi Swick at the Tomi Swick pop-up concert. Welcome to Beer for Breakfast, Tommy.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a while. The last time you were in town was a decade ago and a bit, February 3rd, with the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yes, yeah.
So that kind of begs the question, what you been up to?
Well, I went through a bunch of stuff after that tour. My voice was really messed up, so I continued on that tour, played a bunch of shows, and then went to the Junos, obviously.
Won the Juno,
won the
most
Juno.
promising artist.
I lost to Nelly Furtado, one of them, and then I won the other one, but best new artist. But the next day, literally, I woke up with strep throat pneumonia, and my throat was all messed up, and we were flying to LA, and just my voice just declined over the next year and a half until it was so bad that I did have surgery, and basically that took me out for 4 years or so, and then started coming back. My voice was obviously very different, but I did another record with Warner Brothers, a follow-up record, but I left a month after it came out. We parted ways, so no one even knows the second record exists. We did a couple of things for it, but that was it, and then I just traveled around and just tried to figure out what I was going to do next, and somehow things came together, and I ended up meeting up with Dave King, who's the co-producer on my new record, and him and I spent the next 3.5 years putting this new record, the Yukon Motel, together. So there's a lot more that happened in that time, but it'd take a long time.
We'll just put that into the category of life because
right.
we're all about the brand new album, Yukon Motel.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It's a great feeling to have it finally finished, and I don't have one in my hands, but in my hands, it's been a long time trying to discover where I'm really supposed to be musically, and just it all came together in a great way, a very organic way, with friends, players, all these great musicians that I know around the Hamilton area that got involved in this, and it was at a time in my life where I really had to figure out what I was about, what I wanted to be doing, and it just all fell into place, and I now feel so much more comfortable in my skin musically and just in what I'm doing. It's very funny. It's like being a rookie when I have a lot of experience, but without the nerves, because I don't feel like I'm trying to impress people. I don't feel like I'm trying to do what everyone says. I'm doing what came really naturally, and it feels great.
When you were unable to sing, were you still writing? Did you keep yourself busy, or did you?
Yeah, I wrote tons. I've always been a prolific writer. I write all the time, and there was lots of songs built up for when I was starting to do. I started to do another record before my second record, and it just was going more the pop route, not for my writing, but for what Warner wanted me to do, and I was like, I can't do this. I started demoing songs for it, and I just wasn't feeling where it was going. So I kind of kiboshed that, and there's still some songs from that I think are good songs. They're just in the vault. And then the second record, I think they're good songs on, but it just became kind of more produced than I'd want. I wanted something more raw, a bit more gritty, and a bit more of a throwback to the things that I love in music, and that's capturing tracks as opposed to creating tracks, and that's what I'm trying to do now.
Well, I read that you're looking forward to because just like every musician, looking forward to the next album.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be as real as you can get, live off the floor.
Yeah.
What is it you like about that style?
There's some of that on this record, a few tracks, but and the bed traps are mostly live off the floor, no click, just the band doing their thing. But we did some overdubs, and we did a couple songs that are two tracks. But I don't know. The appeal is that when I think of all the records that I love, all the records that stand the test of time, as I just said, they captured a performance. They didn't create one. They didn't create a track. They didn't create this thing that we love. They captured it. Maybe they did 2 takes, maybe they did 100 takes, but they went, that's the one, and it's them together. And there's a magic in that. There's a vibe in the room. There's like John Bonham's squeaking bass pedal. Like all those things are the charm of the song, and that's what I lost. That's what I didn't have in the other records, because they were more produced. The overproduction kind of took the life out of it for me, whereas now the flaws or the charm are what I like better about it. The grittiness of my voice, which was always taken out before, is there, and I just like it better. It just feels great. So live off the floor is, I think, just more honest and more. It's easier to connect with people because it feels real.
Well, let's talk about this before we let you go. Talk about the individual songs on the album per se. You've got all this time off, all this writing, all these songs that captured who you are, and you're like, well, geez, that was me a while ago. Oh, that was 3 lives ago.
Yeah.
How do you determine because you had a huge number of songs to choose from. How do you pick whether you want to be a slice of today, this is who we are pushing forward, or wow, what a story?
I can tell you the minute it happened, the exact time when that was decided, or helped in that decision, was the song called Bad Things on the record. It was a bit more chill, not country, but a little country-ish, roots country, and I had never played a pedal steel. It was my first time demoing these songs for this record, really. And we had myself, Dave King, co-producer, Aaron Goldstein, and on pedal steel, and Darcy Yates on bass. And we just started. We jammed a little bit, like talked a little bit about what I was going for in these demo sessions, pre-production sessions, and we played the song "Bad Things," and we played it through, and it was to me, it was the best version of any song I'd ever written, I'd ever done in my life. And this is just the four of us in the studio. And I actually recorded, I have that recording, that's what I sent to Slate, and they freaked out over it. And that was the moment I realized this is where I'm supposed to be as a singer, as a writer. This is where I think I'm best. And that kind of set the tone for the songs for the record, because I had some songs from before, like the Yukon Motel, which was an older song, like Emmanuel, which is like a hidden song on the new record. But then I had all these other songs that I was writing and working on that all fit in that wheelhouse, and so that's how it came. It made it easier to pick the songs for this record, because the ones that fell into this roots rock category with a little bit of soul, a little bit of grit in them, those are the ones that all fit the bill.
There are no barriers anymore. It's just good music and not good music. And of course, you're on Beer for Breakfast, so it's definitely good music, because we got no crap on Beer for Breakfast. You're just doing a whirlwind, non-stop publicity tour. Yeah. But at some point, you'll be bringing a for real tour across Canada.
That's the plan. We've got there's two tours that they're talking to us about. I can't say, but they're both great bands. So if we get one or the other or both, hopefully we'll be traveling across the country. And I really, my friend Joel Gunther and I are out doing this promo tour as a duo, but my full band is the real thing. That before people used to say the record sells the tour, but now the tour sells the record, and I'm bringing a great band across this country once we get the opportunity to do so. So I cannot wait.
Because live music is where it's at. There's no dude about it. Tomi Swick, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me. Check it out, guys.
This has been Beer for Breakfast, Oot N Aboot at Shannon's Pub at the Tomi Swick pop-up concert. If you weren't here tonight, be patient. He'll be back sometime, a lot sooner than a decade. Until we meet again, be good, have fun, stay motivated.